What is up, you guys? It's probably Saturday at this point. May 8th, 2020. It is horror movie review time, and it is during the week of Mothman, which is terrible. For those of you who don't know what the week of Mothman is, sucks to be you. I have smashed my hand twice now. I don't know if you guys can see that on there. And then I also managed to cut my finger a little bit. And by a little bit, like, I needed a bandage on it. Everything hurts real bad. Doesn't matter. If you guys don't know, it's fine. Anyways, we are going to review 4 movies tonight. Before we get started, I have to drink some whiskey out of this cup. And it's a hot bottle. That is a hot bottle. So, during the week, my wife and I managed to watch 5. I don't remember what the 5th one was, but it was definitely before the 4th one. Anyways, our first movie tonight is The Uninvited from 1988. I don't know if you guys have seen a trailer for this or not, but this movie is fucking amazing. It's absolutely one of my favorite old school horror movies because it involves this genetically altered cat who somehow manages to get onto a boat and just maims a whole bunch of people to death. It was hilarious. If you haven't seen The Uninvited from 1988, I definitely recommend this movie. Filled with gore and 80s tropes and a level of amazing that I hope they don't remake it. I hope they don't. It would be awful if they did, because they would just wreck this movie. I don't know why anyone would want to remake this movie other than me, just to make it like maybe a little bit better. It's got over-the-top kill scenes. It's got over-the-top like 80s swimwear. 80s swimwear. 80s swimwear is tight. 80s mustaches. 100%. And it's got 80s monsters in it. The Uninvited, starring the cat that was genetically altered. Like, why the fuck would you guys? I don't want to ruin this movie for you guys, but if you haven't seen The Uninvited, you need to, because number one, it's super good. One of my hands down favorite 80s horror cliche-esque movies all the way, which I did download for primarily Corey, because this was a period piece movie, and I mean, for being a period piece movie, it was fucking awesome. Like, cinematography was great, the acting was great, the set design was great, everything, every shot about this movie was amazing. Until they wrecked it. Until they wrecked it with the ending. I mean, even the ending was still kind of good. Like, for being what it was, this movie, extremely well done. And it was definitely a different take on the traditional Hansel and Gretel story, you know. I mean, not that much different, but everything about this movie was... It was really, really good. if you guys don't know the plot of Hansel and Gretel, I will give it to you right now. So, there's this girl and her brother, Hansel and Gretel. Their parents, well, not in this movie. Well, no, in this movie. You guys need to watch this movie and tell me. There's witches involved, you know, and not really candy so much as, I don't know, like things that people need to survive. This movie was good. It was solid right up until the end. It was beautiful. This movie was beautiful. I hate period pieces. This is not one of them. Check this one out, you guys. I highly recommend it. Moving on to our third film, which is The Lighthouse, starring that guy that got hit by a plane, Robert Pattinson, and Willem Dafoe, also known as Green Goblin. This movie was incredibly boring. The climaxes of this movie were, I want to say, on point, but they were few and far between. There was a lot of like yelling and a lot of bullshit and a lot of hard labor, drinking, weird kind of, I don't know, you guys. I don't really know what to say about this movie. There's a lot of CG storms in this movie. Everyone's performance, I can tell you, was on point, very good. The story, though, like, it kind of made sense. Again, it's a period piece. Didn't particularly care for didn't care for this movie. And the ending made you wait like 2 hours for it. Oh, God, I'm so tired of drinking right now, you guys, but we have to do it. Anyways, The Lighthouse, I don't recommend it. It was by the same director who did The Witch, which was also a snooze fest. The Lighthouse wasn't. It just wasn't. We're going to move on to our fourth film, which is The Lodge. Now, this film, my wife found a trailer for, and then she sent it to me while I was at work, and I was like, oh my God. Alright, this looks pretty good. This movie we watched last night, and it was over the top. This movie was amazing, you guys. The Lodge was undeniably perfect for horror films. I mean, it wasn't really so much, say, a horror film. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. So this movie starts out, there's this family, and it's divided by 2 houses. Mom is suddenly no longer in the picture, and the kids are left with Dad. And Dad is dating this new girl, Grace. And Grace used to be part of this cult. Everyone but her committed suicide. This movie was amazing. This movie was amazing. The acting was amazing. The long shots were amazing. The set design, the sounds, the music, everything about this movie was fucking on point. I had a great time with this movie. You guys need to check it out. You need to check out The Lodge. Dad works out of the house, and so they decide to go on this kind of like family vacation around Christmas time, but Dad has to go back to the office, so he leaves stepmom, or future stepmom, with the 2 kids in the cabin in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, what could possibly go wrong? This movie had so many twists in it, and turns, and The trailer does not lead you into believing what actually happens during the movie. A massive homage to John Carpenter's The Thing, because it makes you kind of paranoid. It doesn't really give you any idea of who to trust. Scenes, when they're graphic, are everything about this movie I loved the shit out of. Would I watch this movie again? Yes, I fucking would. There was a lot of really, really, really beautiful visuals. A lot of really, really solid everything about this movie. You need to check out The Lodge, you guys. It is wonderful. Keep watching horror. Do not forget to subscribe to Retro Access Deluxe. I am going to be doing another video for them probably tomorrow. Are there movies that you want me to review? If there are, hit the bell button, hit the subscribe button, and give me a comment in the section below. That being said, you guys have a drink, be safe, pay attention, and I will see you guys next week for another horror movie review in the future. I think an animal is trying to get in here right now. I'm so scared right now, you guys. I'm so scared. No.